Not everyone with the coronavirus gets sick, and of those who are sick, only a small percentage die. The infection fatality rate varies widely. It's as high as 13% in Italy and closer to 3% in Canada. But none of that, of course, means anything if your loved one is one of those statistics. COVID-19 is so infectious, people are often dying alone. And as Ross Lord reports, those left behind are grieving alone.
3 weeks have passed since the death of Sophia Lesinski's brother, Anthony. Their family is unable to grieve collectively because the threat of COVID-19 has forced her elderly mother, Enid, into isolation.
It's been very hard for her. You know, we speak probably 2 times a day and stay connected with each other that way, and there's a lot of tears, a lot of reminiscing.
The family of Ken Wieland can relate. For 2 weeks after he became infected with COVID-19, he was completely off limits. Standard policy aimed at limiting the spread of the virus.
We were astounded that we couldn't, it's like they had taken away my father and locked him up. That was that was the way I felt about it, and my brothers and sisters felt about it.
In the end, they were finally allowed a short visit to see their father just before he passed away. The emotional extremes, combined with the constant stress of life during a pandemic and the edicts around physical distancing, are taking a toll on Canadians, according to this grief counselor.
There's definitely a phenomenon of survivor's guilt, and guilt in general of not being able to say goodbye or what I could have done differently.
As the virus sweeps through long-term care homes across Canada, so does a feeling of isolation and sorrow that natural gestures of compassion are forbidden.
And you find yourself taking that initial step forward, and then you have to say, whoa, and step back again. And it's unnatural, but it's becoming the new natural.
For Reverend Bill Mercer, it's heartbreaking. Life-affirming gestures are all he knows.
I baptize you in the name of the Father and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Suddenly, the choirs and the congregation are gone, leaving only a lonely live stream.
However, these are different times and different circumstances.
In his province, Newfoundland and Labrador, most COVID-19 cases have been traced to a single funeral home gathering. Funerals and wakes are banned. No more than 5 people are permitted at a burial. Even informal processions have been shut down because people started gathering in groups on the roadside.
When I see a family at the graveside, my initial instinct is to, either to extend a hand, to say, I'm sorry for your loss, or, if you know someone, even on a closer basis, to offer a hug. And at this time, we're just not allowed to do that. And you wrestle with it, you struggle with it, and at times you hate yourself because you're not able to do it.
It's not only grieving that's restricted. Distancing rules are stifling those once-in-a-lifetime moments, like first-time grandparents touching a precious newborn.
Then when I found out that none of us could see him, none of us could go in and everything, it was just like, this can't be happening. This just can't be happening.
And they took him out of the car, in his car seat, plunked him on the driveway, and said, okay, you can't come any closer.
For now, they'll get by watching videos of their grandson Nico emerging into this world. Those suffering apart from loved ones who are dying face a much more excruciating ordeal.
If you're grieving, know that you're not alone. We are here for you.
Sophia Lesinski is finding ways to remember her brother.
I have Anthony with me right now. These are his gloves, and we're holding each other's hands. Even though he's not here, he's with me every single day.
She wants desperately for her entire family to mark her brother's death and scatter his ashes together.
We're going to hold each other, and we're going to cry, and we're going to laugh, and we're just going to be shoulder to shoulder.
There's no way of knowing when that will happen. As Canada struggles to withstand this crisis, and Canadians struggle in isolation.